Alright, off top, I want to say appreciate you subscribing to the channel. Appreciate you watching the video. We about to get into some dog talk. We talking Grch Sambo today. That's a son off of Champion Fatty, Crossroads Champion Fatty, which is Champion Fatty is coming down off of Tants Yellow. Stay tuned. Alright, the first thing I want to cover, you know, always got to cover certain things or whatever, but first thing I want to cover is know when you get that special dog. Because like they say, like the old saying goes, you only get that dog once in your lifetime. You know what I'm saying? You only get that dog once in your lifetime. So when you get it, you better recognize it and don't blow it. You know what I'm saying? Because it might take you 15, 20 years, 25, 30 years, depends how long you're in the dog game. And you still might not see a dog that's on the caliber of that one you screwed up. So the first thing you need to do is learn to recognize when you got an ace in the hole. You know what I'm saying? Because Sambo was like a Mayday style dog or Barracuda, or you know what I'm saying? He was a heavier name. When I was meaning heavier name, he was a dog that should have been down in history like Mayday, Barracuda, Lucane, Yellow, and the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? He was on that caliber. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just saying that. That's the caliber dog he was. He was the best dog produced by Crossroads Champion Fatty to this day. Now, in order to tell you about Sambo, I gotta tell you a little bit about his history. You can easily go on online pages and check his pedigree out, but I gotta tell you a little bit about his history. Okay, Sambo's off Champion Fatty, bred to a dog named Crossroads Sadie. Okay, we'll get back to Sadie in a minute. Okay, Fatty is off of Toe Jam, which on online pages it says Tants Toe Jam, but Tant didn't own Toe Jam. Mike Caton owned Toe Jam. I don't know why they always says Tants Toe Jam on the pedigree, but Caton owned Toe Jam. But anyway, Toe Jam bred to a dog named Jaguar to get Fatty. Jaguar was a pure Jeep female. She was the granddaughter of Jeep on the top and the bottom. The granddaughter of Jeep on the top and the bottom. So they bred that dog to Toe Jam, who was a pure, basically almost a pure Grand Champion yellow dog. Alright, so you bred the Jeep dog to the yellow dog, and you got Fatty. Okay, now on the bottom side, they took Fatty and bred it to Sadie, which is Sambo mama. Okay, Sadie is off of Jaguar, the same Jaguar that's Jeep top and bottom. Okay, Sadie daddy name is Hollins Julio. Now Hollins Julio was a red boy and on top and Finley Bulldog on the bottom. Okay, now they took the Hollins Julio dog and Jaguar and made Sadie. Alright, now Sadie and Fatty made Sambo. Now when I got Sambo, he was about 11 months old. I got him from Crossroads, and I mean, he was a cold dog or whatever. I took him out hunting I tried to take him out hunting, and I mean, he didn't run out the woods, but he didn't do what I wanted him to do either at the same time. So I took him back to the chain, let him sit down for probably about a couple weeks or whatever, and I tried the first time I went hunting, it was with a dog off a Champion Hickory or whatever. That's when you know, I found out he was kind of cold or whatever. But then I sat on him for a few minutes. So after leaving him on the chain for a little while, found out he was cold, I brought him back out, took him hunting again against a red boy dog. He went probably about it was probably about 20 minutes maybe out there in the woods, and the red boy dog didn't return to the spot where they say for the dogs to return to. So, you know, Sambo left the woods victorious that day. And the second one was against that same Champion Hickory dog that out-hunted him in the woods when I found out he was cold. But this time, he was warmed all the way up. And he put something, when they went in the woods, the Champion Hickory dog, he chased the hog a little bit faster, but Sambo was smart, and you know, he just was able to chase the hog for a longer period of time. But he came out that hunt, that hog put a hematoma in his chest. or whatever. And it was about the size of a little softball or something like that, in the middle of his chest. I had to keep draining it out week after week, penicillin, antibiotics and stuff like that. He ended up having a little golf ball size knot in his chest for at least a year after that. Now, there was a video with Sambo's first hog hunt, you know what I'm saying? But I had it at the house, and this was like probably in 2001, 2002 or whatever. And I was living next to a rogue neighbor, and I wasn't staying home. I was staying with my girl at my girl crib, but I still had my stuff at my crib. And my neighbor broke in my house and stole all kind of stuff. Basically stole half my house. You know what I'm saying? And he took the tape as well. I kind of think he think that tape was it was in the VCR. I think he think that was my surveillance tape or something like that. So he took the tape, and I never seen the tape no more to this day. You know what I'm saying? And the bad thing about it, I went into my house, I looked, and I see my house was ramshacked or whatever. You know how you know what I'm saying? I just looked at him like, damn, you know, like it is what it is. I looked around, did what I had to do. I ended up leaving. I left the crib, locked the doors up, I left. Man, I came back the next day. This motherfucker broke in my house again and stole all my shit this time. I'm talking about all my clothes, all my shoes, every damn thing. I want to say he took everything except for the air conditioner. You know what I'm saying? Anything that wasn't tied down in the house, he took it. You know what I'm saying? Then I approached him. I approached him, and then he was denying it, of course. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. And you know what I'm saying? I ain't get myself in no trouble or nothing like that. I could have been in prison right now today instead of talking to y'all on this video or whatever. I'm gonna give you this little some names. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna call no kennels or nothing like that really, because you know how that go or whatever. I'm just gonna give you names. Some of the names you might recognize, some of them you won't. I only got the ones that I remember. It's been so long ago. I only got the ones that I remember. But I left off probably about a good 10 dogs or whatever. Alright. First was a red boy. The second was the hickory dog. He out hunting a hickory dog twice. Then he got hold to a Mayday grandson from Eric, one of Crossroads. His name was Crossroads Money or whatever. And then Wet Willie, Mitch Green. Mitch Green was off Champion Fatty. Esco was a pure red boy termite male. LC was off Cyclone. One was off Crossroads. Johnny One Nut, Ghost, 2 Champion Brute males, Ricky Martell, I said Ghost already. Carolina Game Dogs, Hardwood. I think that was a hickory dog. Diablo. And like I said, I left off about a good probably about 10 dogs that I can't remember or whatever. He took the count on a dog named Tank or whatever. Dog named Tank he took the count on, and I did a pickup on a dog named Splitters. And I did that pickup because I was green in the game then. I was green. Now I'm gonna tell you what I did. I came in talking so much shit about Sambo. Sambo this, Sambo that, Sambo this, Sambo that, blah 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 blah. He do this, he do that, he do this, he go here, he go there. And next thing you know, the people I was talking to matched something up perfectly for what I was describing I had, that they knew what I had wasn't gonna be able to take them out. And you know, so I ended up picking them up on that one. I wasn't ready. That's what you call being green. You know what I'm saying? When you're green, you talk too much. You talk so much that the other person know that you're green and they outsmart you. You know what I'm saying? Once a person know that you're green, it don't take nothing to outsmart you. Nothing. And certain things that let a real dog man know that you're green. You know what I'm saying? It's certain little words that you say let a real dog man know that you're green, and then it ain't nothing for a dog man to take that money out your pocket. It's just whether he want to be honest with you or he just want to go ahead and get that bread from you. Alright, another message. It ain't nothing wrong with being green. Don't like have too much pride and say you green, because you will get caught slipping by the guys who ain't green, who want that money, who ain't playing no games, who ain't gonna cheat you, but they gonna do everything they can to win and out hunt you when it come down to it. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna cheat you, but it's all about winning. You know what I'm saying? And anything you can do to win without cheating, that's what people do. So if you green, you're not gonna catch none of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? None of that type of stuff. Like, the thing is, what you wanna do, you wanna bring the biggest frame dog to hunt possible to the smallest weight. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, okay, if you can get a 50-some pound dog to go hog hunting in his mid-40s, then you ahead of the game already, because you got a big frame dog that you bring it down to a smaller weight, but you just can't take too much weight off of him. You take him to that limit, that don't say that limit. If you get him at that limit and he right there, you got a big frame dog, because a lot of people, they don't know how to call the weights right, and they misjudge certain things. So, like I say, if you can get a big frame dog in on a small weight, and the weight is good for him, and he's still good and healthy, then you're doing good. Alright, real quick, I ain't gonna keep y'all too long, but I'm gonna talk about Nitro a little bit. Yeah, Nitro off Crazy Eyes and Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Pelican Bay's Nitro. I don't know about the rest of them. I don't know about Pelican Bay's Nitro. Went blind while he was hog hunting. He overheated. He took about maybe a 5 count, maybe at the most, I want to say, and it might be wasn't even that long. Maybe a 5 count. The hog was running through the woods. You can hear the hog scrapping all through the bushes, like making that noise that he making. I was kind of nervous at that time because, you know what I'm saying, I ain't had, you know what I'm saying, the right proper weapon on me or whatever. So when I let Nitro go, Nitro acted like he didn't even see the hog. He was like looking around like, I'm like, what the hell? So he's standing between my legs, the hog running over there through the bushes, and Nitro just standing there looking between my legs. I'm like, damn, I'm counting between my legs. 1, 2, he's still looking. I can hear the hog getting away. 3, 4, he's still looking. He ain't looking like looking for the dog, he looking like, you know how like, not being disrespectful to anybody, like how Stevie Wonder do it, he was doing it kind of like that. And I'm not being disrespectful or funny, but you know how a blind person do it, or whatever, when they, you know, but he was doing it like that, so I know he went blind. And then all of a sudden, he snapped back into it, boom, and he focused, he seen the hog way over there running, and that joker went to it, bang, got that hog, man, that hog, hey, I tell you what, that wasn't no problem, that was it for that hog, you know what I'm saying? We took that one home, skinned him, and I ate that probably a couple weeks later.